Hello, Namaskar. My name is Rohan Poddar and I am the founder and chief mentor at Come On Yaro. And today we have a packed live session. Packed because there are a lot of things I want to talk to you about. Okay. So today's topic is four skills that a videographer and also a photographer should have in 2020 and beyond. I think somebody has joined. Artofaki has joined. Hi, Artofaki. Thank you for joining in. So, before I start, I'll make some announcements. Every Tuesday and Saturday, we at Come On Yaro will be doing a live session. Uh, Aradhya Sanjeev has joined. Hi, Aradhya Sanjeev. Thank you for joining in. Uh, so every Tuesday and Saturday, we'll be doing a live session on different topics, all right? Not just technical, but even topics related to the business of video and photo. Tuesdays will be a shorter format. Saturdays will be a longer 30-minute format. So I have given myself 30 minutes to deliver whatever I want to deliver to you. All right. So I want to be on the topic. I want to be sharp and focused, and I will also love to listen to your questions and answer them. So let me get started with this. Uh, oh boy, 2020. Who would have thought in 2019, in December 2019, that in 2020, for 3 months, we would be sitting home doing nothing? All right, everything has come to a standstill. The flights are not taking off, the railways are stopped. There's so much disruption in corporate life. People have started working from home. In some of the IT companies, people have been told to work from home till December. I think Rajkumar Krishnan has joined. Hi, Rajkumar Krishnan. Thank you for joining in. And most importantly, film production, TV production, and video production has suffered a lot. Obviously, because of the nature of job that we do. See, I'm a documentary filmmaker. What I used to do is I used to go out in the field to shoot documentaries for my clients. All of that has stopped, right? And I'm sure a lot of you people, if you are connected with video and photo, you must have experienced this at your own unique level, right? So a lot of projects have been pulled back, a lot of companies are doing things in-house. So there is a general sense of gloom, nobody knows when this ends. When you emerge on the other side, you will be better or you're worse off, you don't know, right? So the topic today I have chosen is to actually talk about this. What happens typically in videography and photography communities, that people think that they should always be obsessed, and there's always this mad rush towards the latest camera, the latest accessories. ये लेंस में क्या अपर्चर मिल रहा है, उसमें 2.8 है, इसमें 1.4 है, what are the latest lights, right? The microphones, that is all fine, that's the tool, right? But at the end of the day, you are also in a business, which, like any other business, has a set of clients. You have to do your marketing, you have to manage your costs, and you have to run it sustainably, right? And that's where the problem is. And ये my personal experience, and you can share with me if you are if you are either a videographer or a photographer, you are in a production company, that people like us, videographers and photographers, not so much, it's looking at business, running the business, looking at branding is not so much a priority as doing a creative video, acquiring the latest equipment, etc., right? And in that process, we ignore certain skill sets that are necessary, right? कोई भी बिजनेस आप करो जिंदगी में, देर आर सर्टन स्किल सेट्स यू नीड टू हैव अपार्ट फ्रॉम योर डोमेन एक्सपर्टीज. यानी अगर आप सिनेमाटोग्राफर है, यू शुड ऑब्वियसली नो हाउ टू हैंडल योर कैमरा, द एंगल्स, द पर्सपेक्टिव. बट if you're a freelancer or if you run a company, then you will also have to think about your own brand. And today's topic is just about that. Aradhya Sanju wants to be in the live video. Sorry, Aradhya, I will take you in a live session at some point later. Today I have a packed house, but we can decide this beforehand, and then I'll be very happy to include you. Sorry for that again. Nonetheless, please hang on. I'll be happy to interact with you. So, the first skill that a videographer or a photographer should possess is of pricing. How to price yourself. Why? Now you would say everybody prices, market mein jaoge, everybody knows what they should quote. But how many of you really do the mathematics behind it? Pricing is not just about telling a price to a client. Pricing is accurately knowing what your costs are in running your business. और हर एक का बिजनेस के कॉस्ट अलग अलग होते हैं. इफ आई एम रनिंग अ वेडिंग बिजनेस इन मुंबई, माय कॉस्ट आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम समबडी हु इज रनिंग अ वेडिंग बिजनेस इन उदयपुर, right? So you need to have an accurate understanding of what your costs are in running your business. ठीक है, अगर आप कॉस्ट जानेंगे आपके क्या है, then only you will be able to accurately quote to your clients, right? अब I want to give you an example, a personal example. Okay, so I'm a documentary filmmaker. When I speak to my clients are typically investors who hire me and send me to different places to shoot documentaries for their purposes, for business purposes. Now, to them, I used to quote a man-day rate that if they want to engage me for 5 days, my man-day rate is X per day. So 5 into X is my total fee for the project. Now before, just in the lockdown, I was approached by an organization which wanted to, so they are a partner of NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, and they run vocational programs, but now they want to venture into online learning, right? Because they figured that is how they'll be able to reach a lot number of people. Now they asked me to make a series of 15 to 20 videos for their entrepreneurship course, okay, which was for rural audience. Okay, it was not sophisticated guys like city people like you and me who understand English. These were for rural people, and I wanted that business. Obviously, why would I not want it? But I had to re-engineer my costs. तो पहले जब मैं मैंडे में कोट करता था, इनको मैं वो नहीं कर सकता था. So I broke down my costs into individual segments and I calculated my per man hour cost. And then I estimated कि इनका जॉब के लिए मुझे कितने घंटे देने पड़ेंगे, and then I multiplied and then I came out with a different figure which I wouldn't have been able to come at if I would have followed the earlier formula of man day. ठीक है, तो मैंने per man hour rate re-engineer किया इनके लिए. Now there are 4 things that you need to know if you're talking about costs. Okay, so the first thing is that the cost of your equipment, right? Your hardware, आपके lights, आपके camera, आपका audio equipment and all that, right? That's your first cost. That is the cost of your equipment. Second is your creative fee. You have your own talent, right? Maybe you have a talent as a cinematographer. Shubham Bhangia has joined. Hi Shubham, thank you for joining in. So you have your own creative fee, right? You need to account for that. Okay. Third is production cost. See, when you take a job, when you take an assignment, you incur some production cost. For example, you may want to hire an extra cameraman. For example, you may want to hire a drone operator or a sound guy, a boom operator, right? तो ये production costs है, which is typical or to that assignment. And fourth are your overheads. Overheads meaning your marketing cost, website cost, IT cost. अगर आपका स्टूडियो है तो उसका भाड़ा, IT आप टैक्स कंप्लायंस करते हो, टैक्स फाइलिंग्स करते हो तो CA का खर्चा. These are all overheads. Now in the current scenario in 2020, there is obviously going to be a downward pressure on business. आपको जो शायद पहले रेट पे मिलता था बिजनेस, शायद वो ना मिले because clients themselves are cutting back on budgets. So then that means you will also have to do some bit of cost re-engineering, cost recalculation from your end in whatever business you are in. And this discussion is in the context of video and photo, but it can also apply to your business if you're not in this. So you will have to recalculate your costs. You will have to look at your overheads. क्या आप कोई overheads कम कर सकते हैं? क्या marketing के खर्चे कम कर सकते हैं? कुछ और कर सकते हैं? क्या आपका जो studio है, can you move to a smaller studio? Can you move in-house and make up a workshop studio in your own home or somewhere else? So you'll have to rework your costs, and that is going to be necessity in 2020. And for that, you need to know what your current costs are. You need to tabulate them in this fashion. First, cost of equipment. Second is your creative fee. Third is your production cost. And fourth are your overheads. So pricing skill is the skill that a lot of videographers and photographers ignore. वो क्या करते हैं? Typically what they will do is market में क्या rate चल रहा है, okay, तो मैं वही rate में quote करूंगा अपने clients को, which is good, but at the end of the day आप जो quote कर रहे हो उसके पीछे mathematics क्या है? What is the mathematics? Have you thought about what are your typical costs? जो दूसरा बंदा quote कर रहा है उसी job के लिए, उसके cost शायद अलग हो, उसके पास शायद आपसे ज्यादा equipment हो, इसलिए वो ज्यादा charge कर रहा है, right? You have to consider that. Become photographer, can you give some tip? Okay, I'll help you, Aradhya. So Aradhya has basically asked a question whether I can help him become a photographer, and I'll be very happy to. But in this particular live session, I have a certain flow which I have to follow. But you can get in touch with me after the session. All right, cool. So first is your pricing skill, okay, and this applies to anybody. You are a seasoned photographer जिसमें आप 10 साल काम किया है स्टूडियो में, और you are a beginner photographer or a videographer. You need to know your pricing. You need to know your costs very accurately. Okay. Second skill, which is negotiation skill, right? अगर आप clients के साथ negotiate नहीं कर सकते, then it's very difficult to survive in business, because then clients will take you for granted. You will have to work at whatever costs that come your way, right? So negotiation skills is very important. अब in 2020, what's going to happen is कि clients, as I said, are going to pull back on projects. अगर वो प्रोजेक्ट्स देंगे भी तो वो बोलेंगे नहीं, मैं पहले 1 लाख रुपीस पे करता था, अभी आई विल नॉट पे यू 1 लाख फॉर द सेम जॉब, आई विल पे यू 50,000 और 60,000, राइट? इंटरेस्टिंगली 2 दिन पहले मुझे रेडियो सिटी से कॉल आया, and they wanted to sell their advertising to me because I'm a small business owner, and they said that a typical slot would have been 2 to 3 lakh rupees to advertise on Radio City. Now they were selling it to me for 50,000 rupees, right? So you can see there is advertising industry में इतना slump आ गया है. People are selling advertising slots at cheap rates because everything has come down now. So obviously expect that in 2020 your clients are going to renegotiate with you. Your clients are going to ask you to give your service at a very lower price. That's why you need to know your costing, and also you need to know negotiation, how to negotiate. Okay, negotiation में 3 things determine your negotiating power. First is your brand, right? Your brand typically किससे बनता है? ब्रांड बनता है आपके क्रिएटिव स्टाइल से और आपके पोर्टफोलियो से, right? You need to have a unique creative style. Maybe that creative style is how you tell your story, how you give your message, how you shoot your videos. Maybe the way you shoot cinematically is your style. Maybe you have certain kind of characters in your video, that is your style. Maybe you do certain genre of videos, just you do very good product videos. Maybe you could have certain specialization, which is my second point. You need to have specialization. याद रखिए, अगर आप you are like a vendor who sells everything, you are not going to get much, right? If somebody says wedding करोगे, हाँ करूँगा. अरे will you shoot my shop, my studio करोगे? हाँ करूँगा. Somebody says will you shoot an event? हाँ करूँगा. No, right? You will have to be specialized, and ये मैंने जाना है through my own experience, right? If you are everything to everybody, then you can never have good rates. If you want to command good rate, you need to be an expert in what you do. और expertise ऐसे नहीं आती, बहुत मरवाना पड़ता है, घिसाना पड़ता है, एक ही चीज को कई साल करना पड़ता है, उसको अंदर तक समझना पड़ता है. So when you, for example, if you were to do product videography or photography, the kind of equipment you will need, the lights, the camera, the lenses is going to be different if you were to do a wedding. Wedding में you would want very wide angle lenses typically to capture the wedding location, destination wedding, etc. Product में it's more of macro. You need to capture intimate scenes of the product, right? So everything is dependent on what is your genre, what is your specialization. And I'm telling you again, choose your specialization. थोड़ा उसमें ख्याल, put your thought into it. Okay, as somebody has joined, Akshata has joined. Hi Akshata, thank you for joining in. So your negotiation powers depends on your brand, which is your creative style, and your portfolio. What is the kind of portfolio of clients you had? That also decides your branding. Second is your specialization. You need to pick a certain specialization. That, for example, अगर मैं wedding में हूँ, I'll give a very easy example. I do weddings only of, let's say, Jain community. Okay. Why would I say this is a specialization? It can go more specialized than this. But let's say मैं ऐसा बोलता हूँ कि I am a wedding videographer or a photographer who specializes in Jain community. Why? That means people will expect that you know what are the customs and rituals of Jain weddings, right? You would know what is a typical budget of Jain weddings, right? You would know how to handle them. You would know what kind of equipment to use, because you know how the Jain wedding looks like. It's best, is it spread out on 3 days or 5 days? So you know your market, right? So that is specialization. And the third thing that determines your negotiation power, hi Akshata, hello, is your ability to say no, no. हर एक बिजनेस को यस मत बोलिए, because you take जो भी बिजनेस आएगा you will take it, and then they will say that we'll pay you this much. Maybe they do not pay you, maybe they delay your payment, maybe the scope keeps getting keeps increasing, and since you already started the work, now you cannot pull back. So पहले ही have a pre-thought, should I take this work or not? Okay, and I'll talk about this a little more in detail very soon. So your negotiation power depends on these three things. Now I will give you three tactics for negotiation. So negotiation skill is very important in life. आप employee हो, आप self-employed हो, आप independent consultant हो, आप कहीं भी हो, or you're an entrepreneur, you need to have negotiation skills, right? So three tactics for negotiation. First is give regular work, get discount. सीधी बात है. अगर the client says I'll give you only one assignment, right, and you give me a good discount, why you if you need a discount, he should see. Ideally हमें लगता है कि discount is a very good strategy to get clients. Yes, it is, and it is all contextual, depends on the क्या situation है. But अगर कोई client आपसे discount चाहता है, then you should also expect him to give you more work. Like for example, instead of one video, he should give you 5 videos in bulk, and then you can give him discount for the entire 5 videos, right? He can, so that is give more work, take more discount. अगर वो एक करेगा वीडियो and then he will say in future we will give you more work, और ये typically हर एक के साथ होता है, people always want to give you more work in future. Nobody has seen the future, right? So this is a very convenient excuse to get a discount. You don't know what the future is, right? So अभी आप मुझे काम दो, मैं आपको discount दूंगा. So that's strategy number 1 on negotiation, right? Second is know who your real client is. आपको दिन में शायद या हफ्ते में you will have a lot of requests coming in from prospective clients. They will ask for your quote, they'll ask you to submit proposal, they will inquire about your services. Now of course you have to attend to that, but you need to understand कौन real genuine client है and how much time to spend with whom. Now some people are just fishing, they want to find out the lowest services, so they call everybody, right? Now you and these clients can be easily identified. अगर आपको समझा कि बंदा सिर्फ ना प्राइस देख रहा है, he is not interested in what you can offer to him, don't spend too much time with him. Your time is precious, right? Especially now in 2020 when everything is getting slowed down. So know who your real client is. Typically real clients जो मैंने देखा है मेरे experience में, they want to know about you, they want to know your approach, they want to know how you will solve their problem. Not first instance पे they will not ask you अच्छा कितना charge करोगे, okay, कितना price है, अरे इससे कम करो ना. If typically on a first call a prospective client is talking this, then I'm not sure, I don't think so that's a real client, because I've seen both sides. I have seen real clients and I've seen I'll not say fake clients, but I've seen clients who are not of my type. They don't fit into my market. Real clients are interested, they will follow up themselves, आपको follow up करने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. They will themselves want to know about you, they'll themselves share a lot of things about what their requirements are with you. So that is a test to know if the client is real, genuine, will he pay or not. Typically clients who know what is the market or market rate for a certain service, they know if you're talking. They will not come up and, for example, I'll give you a very quick example. I had a client 2 years back. He wanted me to go on 8 days tour to Northeast to shoot a documentary. And I asked him, what is your budget? He said 50,000. And I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. 50,000 for 8 days of trip to Northeast, right? It is ridiculous. So this guy doesn't know, he has not done his homework. So I didn't entertain a lot. I didn't go ahead with it. I didn't spend too much time with that client. So that is what you should understand. Okay. Now, the third tactic is quality as per budget. Now, sometimes you don't want to reject a client. You want to start a new relationship, right? But uska jo budget hai na is very low. Then what do? Do you say no? Do you go with the low budget? Then one way to do this is, or handle this is, if his budget is low, then you reduce your production costs. Like for example, instead of 2 cameras, on his assignment, you use only 1 camera. Instead of 3 people in your team, only 2 people or only 1 person will do that assignment. That way your costs come down and maybe you will be able to match his budget. So that way you don't have to say no to that client, but at the same time you tell him that I want to work with you, I'm eager to work with you, but I cannot do this at this budget, so I'll also have to reduce my production costs, right? So that way you convey that you're open to business, but you are also realistic. Don't deploy all your production assets on a project which doesn't pay you even half the money. Okay, अगर half pay कर रहा है तो आप भी half use करो आपका equipment. Cut down on certain people that you need for the project, right? Take longer time to do editing, right? That way. Okay, so these were the 3 tactics of negotiation. All right, now I will come to the third skill, okay, which is social skills. Social skills is your ability to have a meaningful, positive conversation with people and different sorts of people. People in your business are who? Prospective clients, your team, right? Partners, right? These are all your people that you interact with in your professional and professional life. Now, for that, there are 5 recommendations I want to quickly make. Okay, first is make a business profile. Okay, that is on your, make a website, create separate social media profiles for your business, not the same. Don't keep you and your, even if you're a sole proprietor, keep a different social media profile for your business, and get visiting cards with your brand logo. That is very important. Logo hona hi chahiye. That is an identity. That is an identity. Don't just go with your name. You can give your name or you can give some other name, but have a brand logo. Okay, so first is your brand, your business profile. Second is make an elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is, imagine you get into a lift and a prospective client gets into the same lift, right? जिसको आपको हमेशा मिलना था but कभी मिल नहीं पाए, और आपके सामने वो बंदा खड़ा है. Now you got 15 seconds or 20 seconds with him in the lift. आप दोनों अकेले हो. This is the right moment to pitch, right? So what will you pitch? आप 20 सेकंड में ऐसा क्या बोलोगे that he will say, oh sorry, I don't have time, but I'll find this is interesting. You come and meet me in my office 2 days from now. अगर you can get this, that means you have succeeded. This is elevator pitch. Elevator pitch should have not more than 5 to 6 sentences to describe your business. तो आपको बहुत सोच समझ के elevator pitch बनाना है. 3 questions answer कीजिए आपके elevator pitch में. Okay, first is what? What is it that you are offering? Second is to whom? Okay, ये और जो आपकी offering है is to what market segment? Don't say it is for everybody or it is for general market. No, you have to pick and choose your market, which goes to my point of specialization, right? And third is, why should they select you, right? क्योंकि आप जिस customers को target कर रहे हो उनको और भी लोग target कर रहे हैं, तो why should they select you? Maybe because the way your creative style, maybe because you work with those kinds of clients, maybe because you can give them a high output, or you can do the same job in lesser number of days. Okay, try and not play on the price. If you're serious about your business in long term, don't pitch on price. मैं आपको सस्ते में करके दूंगा, right? Try and look for something that is your specialty, right? Okay. So second is your elevator pitch. Third is communicate regularly with your clients through email newsletters, right? Through social media posts, right? Tag them. And when I say communicate, don't nag them about sales and don't say ki, sir, we want to looking for more business. No, share with them something that they would like to read. Maybe it is related to their industry. Maybe for example, you're a wedding videographer, you could share things about wedding industry, what is happening in wedding industry, right? If you're a product videographer, then you can share some trends, some reports with your clients through an email newsletter. So it's a systematic way of sharing information that is, आप बार बार उनके जहन में होते हो, you're in their consciousness. Okay, these guys, they don't forget about you. So communicate with your clients regularly, okay, through an email newsletter, through social media posts, put something on social media, tag them, right? Fourth is involve clients in your marketing. Now this can only happen if you have a very good relationship with your client, right? When I say involve them, imagine if a client speaks for you, that is so powerful. He gives you a testimonial, and better at that, video testimonial, right? That I have worked with this company, or I've worked with this freelancer and he has done fabulous job for us. He understood our requirements. He speaks that. And if in a video, you can use it on your website, on social media, you can use it to show to new clients, right? That's a very powerful tool. Second could be you could do live sessions with your client. Now, again, I'm saying this is useful if you have very good relationship with the client. You can do live sessions with the client on a certain topic that is common to both of you and which the market or the audience would like to hear, right? So do a live session. जैसे अभी मैं IG live कर रहा हूँ, you can do a IG live with your own clients, right? This is a skill. It's a social skill. This you need to start thinking. When you start thinking about social skills, that's when the branding comes along. That's when interacting with people comes into the picture, right? Fifth is start online events. So start your online event. अभी जैसे मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, I'm doing an IG live. This is my own event. I'm not doing it with somebody. I'm just doing it on my own because I felt that I should share something with you, right? Nobody is stopping me to doing this. I'm not dependent on anybody to do this live session. I'm doing it, right? Because I felt that I should talk with my audience. I should hear from them. Maybe आपसे मैं कुछ सुनूं जिससे I can grow, I can learn, right? So that's the fifth one. So these are the 5 ways that you should, and this is where the social skills come into play. So the fourth is the third is a social skill. The last one is interview taking skill. Now, when I say interview taking, doesn't mean job interview or something like that. It essentially means that when you do your assignments, you have to interact and interview a lot of different people, right? Interview taking skills essentially mean getting the information from the other person, right? किसी से information निकलाना ये भी एक skill है. अगर मैं आपका interview ले रहा हूँ, I can't directly start shooting questions at you. I have to make you comfortable. I have to talk. I do have to do small talk. Maybe talk about movies, that, or whatever is happening in the national events. Speak about that. Create that human to human connect. And then when the person is comfortable, that's when you talk about the main things. Maybe those main things are about business transaction. Those main things are about shooting that person's interview, right? Or it could be anything else, right? So that human to human interaction, interpersonal communication skill is what I mean when I say interview taking skills. It also means that अब अगर आप किसी क्लाइंट को पहली बार बात कर रहे हैं किसी के साथ, you should also have the skill of understanding his requirements. That means you should talk to him, ask him specific questions so that you know what is it that this person is looking for. Because when you know what a new prospective client is looking for, only then you know whether A, he's your client or not, and B, what is the cost you're going to incur to service this client, right? And whether you should go ahead with it or not, right? So that's very important. That's what I mean by interview taking skills. Okay, so I am at the end of my time and I just want to make one quick small announcement. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type them in the comment box. So this IG live session I'll be saving on my IGTV. If you have any questions, you can enter in the comments of the IGTV post and I will respond to you. You can also write to us at comeonyaro@gmail.com, right? And we will reply to you. Please sign up on comeonyaro.com. We have a host of courses there, right? And आज जो मैंने जिस सेशन पे बात की, I have a course for it. This course has got 2 parts. First part is pre-recorded content, and second part is one-to-one mentoring session with me, right? And that's when in this session I will understand your specific queries. I'll answer those queries. I will acquaint you with different skills that I have learned in last 5 years as a freelance documentary filmmaker myself. So it will be very practical oriented session. It will not be theory, right? So this is what, and this course is the Smart Class 4 essential soft skills, right? Needed by videographers and photographers in 2020 and beyond. So this is the course I have launched on comeonyaro.com. Now, and since you have made time this Saturday to attend this IG live session, I want to express my gratitude, and I am giving you this coupon CYIG25. If you enter this coupon, you will get a 25% discount on this course. ये course का price है 999. So you will get it around 750 rupees. But this is valid only till Sunday night. So please go to that page, go to comeonyaro.com. You will see this course for soft skills. वहाँ पे जाइए. You can go through the preview. You can go through the description of the course. If you think that you will get value from this course, enroll into this course. Use this coupon CYIG25. CYIG25. So when you are paying the when you're making the payment, you'll have to enter this promo code and you'll get instant 25% discount. And as I said, the advantage is that we'll have one-to-one conversation, right, to understand your specific problem in your business. So that's what I wanted to announce. Thank you for making time. I appreciate this. I will be having the next live session coming Tuesday, which I will be announcing on my IG profile. And thank you so much. Take care. Uh, be creative, be peaceful. See you soon.